Welcome back to the Lonely Basement. Baseball cards. Welcome back, everybody. Tonight, we have a very special episode for you. Tonight, we're going to talk about, as I reach behind me, grading and Beckett. Now, why, you might say, Keith, as you hide behind the giant Beckett bag, thank you to the East Coast National for the free Beckett bag. Why are we talking about Beckett? They suck. We don't like Beckett. We don't like Beckett grading. No one who grades vintage cards grades with Beckett. Why is Keith bringing up Beckett? Beckett! Let's just be clear. It's become painfully obvious to most of the vintage community. There's a few holdouts. There's a few. That SGC is down in the dumps. Possibly forever. Possibly to disappear under the dump. Under the dump! Poor SGC. Bye, Pete. SGC is at the end of the road. Even if you still like SGC, if you send your cards to them, good luck getting them back. How long will it last? How will the future value affect your cards? Slabbing them in SGC. And if I make this video and post it, if you'll be able to tell that this video is about Beckett. And why am I talking about Beckett? Now, I have never graded a card. So you're going to say, Keith, we don't trust you. We don't trust you, Keith. You don't know nothing about grading cards. What are you talking about? I do buy graded cards, but I've never sent a card in for grading. Now, that is a personal financial choice and a personal choice about the ethics and integrity in the grading hobby. Since I got back into the card game, I saw the writing on the wall, and I was like, I'm not sending these people my money right off the bat. I'm a fast learner. Grading didn't exist when I used to collect before I came back into the hobby, and when I came back, I took one look, and I was like, Keith does not spend his money frivolously. We don't waste money in the basement because we need to buy baseball cards. So, what does this have to do with Beckett? In my business, I have a very large company I work for. And our main, let's go with strategy, is market saturation. Market saturation. I think PSA might know something about it. And PSA is clearly dominating the market. SGC has fallen below Beckett even. That is what they've done to SGC on purpose. But Beckett has a name. That name is Beckett. And I think the time is right for Beckett to reclaim its former glory with the vintage community. And there's a chance. There's an opportunity. Now, I don't feel Beckett is going to do what I'm going to say. But there's an opportunity for Beckett to reclaim the vintage community. And I truly believe this if they listen to me. Because a PSA is always going to get the bigger hiring cards. SGC, falling by the wayside. CGC, let's be honest. If you're a vintage collector, the CGC slabs are ugly. They look like Pokemon slabs on purpose. The plastic is clear. It's beautiful. But unless they, let's give them some advice, unless they change their flip for vintage baseball cards and do a baseball card flip for vintage baseball cards, CGC will not capture the community, the heart of the community, the way that SGC did. Part of their thing is the look. And CGC looks like you're grading a Pokemon card and it's a 1949 Bowman. Not a great look. Doesn't look antique. It looks modern, ultra modern, fast and shiny. And vintage collectors like it slow and unshiny and rough and scratches and trimmed edges. So that is my thought. So now how is Beckett going to reclaim their throne with the vintage community? Let's start here. There's a Beckett. I have 2 Beckett slabs I own. There's one. Now, this slab is too thick. If you look at SGC, they're in the ballpark, but these are thick slabs. And they do seem to become scratchier. Now, here's a trick for YouTube. When you show a horizontal card, show it horizontally. Now, I like the clearness. Let's start there. I like this little thing here. But Beckett's got like 19 different slabs. Vintage slab, non-vintage slab, clear slab, auto slab. They need one slab. They need one flip. They need to be consistent with the flip. They need one consistent vintage flip for Billy Martin autograph cards. They need one consistent flip. I think if they rework the slabs a little bit, just a little bit, they can get in the ball game with vintage collectors. Now, business. We need market saturation. Let me explain something to you, Beckett. You do a huge special, I don't know, something psychotic, where you're not making any money. I know, I get it. You're not making any money. Let me be clear. Market saturation. Forget your margins for 5 minutes. Forget your margins for 5 minutes. Use your brain. I believe Beckett still has some decent graders. I believe Beckett can hire some decent graders from the vintage community that are out there with the SGC demise. Hell, hire Brent. Everybody loves Brent, apparently. I don't know Brent. I know Brent Richards. And baseball cards, like and subscribe. But I don't know Brent from SGC. But hey, apparently he's looking for work in customer service. Call him up. Call Brent. Now, market saturation does not involve making a ton of money originally. It involves market saturation. And then you become the grading company for vintage graders. So, I need like a $12 deal on, say, I don't know, you figure it out, 1960 to 1980. $12 for like 3 months. 3 months! You do 1950s, hell, do $20. Live on the edge, do $20. No upcharges. SGC did some things right. No upcharges. Just straight up, $12, $20, and do it for 3 months. Do it for 3 months and watch the cards come in. Now, they have to have enough people to grade these cards. That is, I'm not behind the scenes. But you have to be able to grade the cards in a reasonable, and I'm not saying 2 weeks, but in a reasonable amount of time. Maybe a month, 5, 6 weeks, maybe pushing it. $12, $20. Eat the profit. Eat it. Saturate the market. Get people used to sending you cards. And they will send you a lot of cards because your price is so ridiculously cheap compared to PSA, and they're scared to send them to SGC. It's a slow burn, but you saturate the market. You give up your margins to buy the market growth. Trust me, this will work. And this will catapult Beckett back into the hearts of vintage collectors. I would like a thinner slab. I'm not going to be, if you hit me with this, it will hurt. It's a sharp corner. And I do feel like their slabs get a little scratchy. It's hard to tell because this is, it's got a 6 on the surface. So you can't tell if it's the slab or the surface, but, you know, there it is. There's my Derek Jeter. And there are a lot of decent cards in Beckett slabs. If you go to shows, there's a lot of cards in Beckett slabs. A lot of them, and a lot of autos in Beckett slabs. Now, Beckett can grade autos. They can grade autos. They can grade cards. Do the double authentication. Do not charge $50 million to authenticate the auto and the card. I know. You're thinking, Beckett, I work there. We can't charge those prices. You can in the short term. And you will boost your profit. Your profits will go down temporarily, but you will boost the bottom line. You need to get cash flow. You need to get cards coming in. And then gradually, a la PSA, you slowly tick it up. You need to generate energy, lower the prices, 3 months, $12, 1961 to 1980. Go for it. Send all your cards to Beckett. I promise you, you will start building quickly. So, in conclusion, on Beckett, I believe Beckett, with their brand loyalty and name, is still poised to have a voice in the grading community. I know this because I've been observing this community from the outside, and I like to observe and see what's going on. And right there at the bottom, it still says Beckett every time. And we have Beckett dead, but I'm telling you, they're the only one that can do it. You're not going to have no tag, the AI, blah, 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 Johnny's grading. Beckett can make a comeback if they listen to me. Low prices, quick turnaround time. Sounds like SGC. This is what Beckett needs to do. Tomorrow. Not next week. Not in 3 months. Not tomorrow. Do what I tell you, and you will absorb the market. And the vintage collectors will start sending you cards, and you will start grading them. Properly, I hope. And then Beckett will rise from the ashes like a phoenix. And Dr. Jim will be proud. So that are my thoughts, guys. Beckett is poised to make a comeback if they listen to me. If they don't listen to me, just a slow death thing, you know. There you go. So that's what I got on Beckett Grading, guys. Listen to me! And you can challenge PSA for vintage baseball cards. We spend a lot of money! Not a lot, I don't, but some of us do. Some of us do grading reveals all day long and spend a lot of money. Beckett, get our money. Get our money. Come get it. I'll have a good one.